Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Elevating with Kay. I'm so excited about this topic, not only because I get trolled on the internet all the time about it, but I really just want to clarify why I've done it and why you guys should do it too. So this episode is going to be called Planting Some Seeds. So if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, make sure not only you like, subscribe, and tell a friend about this episode, but also go follow me on Instagram at K650 credit so you guys can see what the heck I'm talking about. So look, about a year ago, I decided to LLC my full name, right? So many people is like, that's a scam. Why would you do that? You're going to go to jail, all of this stuff. So I think it's about time to clear the air about why I actually LLC'd my whole entire name. So the first things first, as I keep trying to acquire wealth, the key to it all, in my opinion, is study people who have actually became wealthy, who you're aspiring to be like. So in my journey, I have come across so many different brands who are actually names of people. So we're talking about Walt Disney, Louis Vuitton, um, Gucci, like all of these people are people who are named after their company, right? So Walt Disney is an actual person, Louis Vuitton is an actual person. Um, when we think about these big corporations, we never associate it with the fact that these are actual people. So as I continue studying, I wanted to understand why somebody would use their name as a business. And that's when the aha moment came. In order to be an effective person in business, in my opinion, I think you really have to understand business from every angle, right? So when understanding business, you start to realize that most billionaires and people who are well off in the 1% all utilize their name as what I consider an asset, right? So you turn somebody, a liability, which is yourself, who probably is spending money and being a consumer day to day, and then all of a sudden what you were once a liability, you then became an asset by making your name into an LLC, and now you become a business. I didn't realize how effective this was until I realized the power of it all. So when understanding the power was, now that my person is in business, I can operate using my name in the business world. So simple things like buying a car, maybe getting an apartment or a home in my name. All those things now don't have to go through me personally. They can run through my business. So a lot of you guys ask, is this a scam, right? Are you allowed to do this? You're beating the system by telling people to use their personal name as a business. No. When you go and get a car in your business name regularly, you use your business name. My business name just happens to be my first, middle, and last name. When I go and get an apartment and I'm saying it's for business use because I work from home, that's not deceiving anybody. That's telling you that my apartment or my home is being used for business. So that gives me rights to use my first, middle, and last name, which is now a business. So whenever you guys get on the internet and don't understand something, just remember that just because you don't understand it doesn't mean it's wrong, doesn't mean it's not true, and it doesn't mean that you shouldn't go do some further research to get a better understanding. I do understand the internet has a lot of things that are misleading, but some things are actually here to help you, and this is one of those things. And a lot of people say to me, well, this is only something for the 1%. Only the 1% of people do this. The wealthy people do this. Well, let me ask you something. How do you think they became the 1%? They had to plant the seed when they were only had $500 in their bank account, when they weren't so wealthy, when they were still in the startup phase, when they came up with the idea, when they read that book and saw another wealthy person did it. So then they decided to execute the plan. The blueprint is already there. Most of us are trying to reinvent the wheel instead of just looking at the blueprint and following the blueprint. I'm not doing anything that I haven't read and studied that somebody that is wealthy that I would like to achieve the same kind of wealth as them. Hey y'all, sorry to interrupt your episode, but I want to tell you something. If you're looking to build a business from start to finish, I would love to coach you. I will help you build this thing from start to finish, getting your LLC, your business address, your EIN number, you name it, I will help you do it. I know building a business can be completely hard and it can be stressful, but I want to coach you to get you to the finish line so you can go ahead and get funding for your business. So if this is you, click the link below and let me coach you on how to take your business from 0 to 6 figures today. Don't wait. Look, I want to coach you and I want to help you excel and achieve everything you're looking for in your business. All right, let's get back to the episode. As them haven't done already. A lot of people, you guys, dislike. A big topic is Donald Trump, right? A lot of people dislike him because of his fortune. But if you understood that his dad planted a seed in life insurance when he was a child, and then when he got older, he was able to take the policy and invest into businesses. The same exact thing went for Walt Disney. They planted the seed at an early age before, quote unquote, they became the 1%. And then it allowed their children to create generational wealth. I don't like when people say things that are false or a scam culture because they just don't know. Educate yourself and understand that the practices that these people have done is what helped them obtain wealth. So I challenge you guys after watching this video to understand that you cannot become the 1% by trying to do stuff that the 1% does when you quote unquote get millions. You have to plant the seeds from the very beginning. You have to start the LLC. You have to make yourself into an asset. You have to then become a corporation. Then you can go into a trust. And then the cycle goes on and on. So many of you guys try to say, hey, I can't do that because I'm not in that category. Or hey, you need to just go get a trust and da 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 da. No, you have to plant the seeds. The first thing you want to do, I don't know about you guys, but it was just get an LLC. I would need to get an LLC, and then I need to figure out how to effectively run a business. And then when I figure out how to effectively run a business, then I can move on to the next step. I need to become a corporation, whether that's a C Corp, an S Corp. And then from there, I need to figure out what everybody's talking about a trust. How do I now take my multiple businesses and put them in a holding company and then have the holding company go into a trust? Do not skip steps because you feel like, oh, well, that's what everybody else says to do. That's why most of you guys feel like things are scams, because you're trying to jump the step or you're forgetting to water the seeds that you already put down. So for those of you who are wondering, why would somebody ever use their full name as a business? It's because the biggest investment you can ever make into your business is yourself. And what better way than turn yourself into the business? I think that whenever you think about wealth, you have to think about yourself, because for most of us, we're the first generation of millionaires, right? And I'm going to claim that. Even though I'm not there yet, we are the first generation. And with being the first generation, we have to plant a lot of the seeds first before the next generation to come. So those of you guys who are on the internet or just not understanding information, look, just go do your own research. It's okay. Not everything you learn is going to be useful to you, but some things are actually there because the blueprint has already been set and you just need to follow. I hope this episode clarified a lot of things about why I turned my name into an asset. See you guys on the next episode.